Good morning students. Today I am going to discuss about complex numbers. Introduction to complex numbers. In this topic, how complex numbers are introduced, we can discuss. Before going to discuss, we can recall some previous topics. There are different types of numbers. First one is natural numbers. It is starting with 1, 2, 3, so on. These are also called counting numbers. Next, whole numbers, W, that is equal to set of all 1, 0, 1, 2, 3, so on are called whole numbers. Integers, negative numbers as well as positive numbers are called integers. Rational numbers. Rational numbers are those numbers which can be expressed in the form of P by Q, where P and Q are integers and Q not equal to 0. The decimal expansion of rational numbers are either terminating or non-terminating repeating. For example, 2. 2 can be written in the form of 2 by 1. Root 4. The value of root 4 is 2. It is again you can write in the form of 2 by 1. 5 by 2. The value of 5 by 2 is 2.5. The decimal expansion of 2.5 is terminating. So it is a rational number. 1 by 3. The value of 1 by 3 is 0.333, so on. Again it is a non-terminating decimal and repeating decimal expansion. So it is again a rational number. Next one is irrational numbers. The decimal expansion of irrational numbers are non-terminating, non-repeating. For example, root 2. The value of root 2 equal to 1.4142135. It is a non-terminating decimal expansion and also the numbers are, the digits are non-repeating. So, it is a non-terminating and non-repeating decimal expansion. Pi. The value of pi equal to 3.14159. So on. The decimal expansion of this is non-terminating and non-repeating. So these are irrational numbers. Real numbers. The numbers we are able to express on represent on number line are called real numbers. The huge collection of all these numbers. The huge collection of all these numbers are also called real numbers. Real numbers forms a universal set. You can solve quadratic equations in the form ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0 by using real number system. We can solve these equations using the formula x is equal to minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac by 2a. This part b square minus 4ac is called discriminant of the quadratic equation. Discriminant d is equal to b square minus 4ac. Based on the value of the discriminant, we can decide roots of the quadratic equation. If d is greater than 0, that means discriminant is a positive value, then the roots are real and unequal. If discriminant is equal to 0, that means discriminant is 0, then roots are real and equal. If discriminant is less than 0, that discriminant is negative, then roots are imaginary. In these two cases you solved in your previous classes. If roots are imaginary, then how we can represent this type of values in real number system? By using real number system, you cannot represent the imaginary numbers. You can, by using complex number system, you can represent such type of values. In this manner, complex numbers are introduced. Take some example. X square plus 9 equal to 0. If x square plus 9 equal to 0, then compare the equation with ax square plus bx plus c equal to 0. If you compare this equation with the general form of the quadratic equation, then a is equal to 1 and there is no x coordinate, x quotient. So b equal to 0 and c equal to plus 9. Then check for discriminant. What is the discriminant? D is equal to b square minus 4ac. B equal to 0. So 0 square minus 4 into 1, a1 into 9. This gives minus 36. It is a negative value. So discriminant is less than 0. Discriminant is less than 0. Then the roots are imaginary. So here you can solve this equation as x square equal to minus 9. Transpose this 9, then positive 9 becomes negative 9. Now there is no number whose square gives negative value. Let us check. 3 into 3 is equal to 9. It is a positive value. Again minus 3 into minus 3, that is equal to again a positive value. That means 3 square gives positive 9 only. Here there is no such number whose square gives negative value. Let us simplify like this. Square root on both sides. X is equal to plus or minus root minus 9. You cannot find square root of a negative number. So by our simplification, root minus 9 can be written as root 9 into root minus 1 by using law of exponents. Root AB, if you write root AB, then root AB can be simplified as root A into root B. In the similar manner, you can write root minus 9 as root 9 into root minus 1. Now, root 9 becomes 3, and what is the value of root minus 1? In the 18th century, mathematician Euler gave a square root of negative 1 is a symbol I. That means I is given as root minus 1. That means root minus 1, you can write root minus 1 as I. So, here you can write root minus 1 as I. X is equal to plus or minus root 9 into I. So, x is equal to plus or minus 3i. Let us check this 3i plus 3i is plus 3i and minus 3i gives x square equal to minus 9 or not. Now x is equal to 3i. Then squaring on both sides, which gives x square equal to 3i whole square. 3i whole square means 3 square into I square. 3 square, value of 3 square is the 9 and I square iota. This I is written as iota. The value of I is given as root minus 1. So I square equal to minus 1. I is equal to root minus 1. I square becomes minus 1. So x square equal to 9 into minus 1. X square equal to minus 9. That means the value of positive 3i gives x square equal to minus 9. And similarly, if the negative value, take the value negative value x, value of x is equal to minus 3i. X square equal to minus 3i whole square. X square equal to minus 3 square into I square. Minus 3 square gives 9 and I square value is minus 9, 1. Now x square equal to minus 9. Therefore, both the values of x gives x square equal to minus 9. So, it is verified. In this manner, you can solve the quadratic equations with negative discriminant by using complex number system. Okay. By using the value of I, you can solve square root of a negative number. So, x is equal to square root of minus 2 gives root 2 into I. Similarly, x is equal to root minus 4 gives 2 into I. X is equal to root minus 16 gives 4 into I. X is equal to root minus 15 gives root 15 into I. By using the value of iota, that means I is equal to root minus 1, you can simplify, you can find out the square root of negative values. Square root of negative values. This is the introduction about how complex numbers are introduced. Now, definition for complex numbers. Complex numbers are numbers that can be written in the form of a plus ib, where a and b are real numbers. That means a and b are real numbers. I is imaginary unit. That means it satisfies I square equal to minus 1. Z is a complex number. Z is equal to a plus ib. Here a is called real part and b is called imaginary part. Imaginary part, how can you decide imaginary part? Number associated with I. The number associated with iota I is called imaginary part. Real part is denoted by real Z and imaginary part is denoted by imaginary Z. The set of all complex numbers are denoted by using the symbol C. So, C is the set of all complex numbers. We can also represent complex numbers as ordered pair A comma B. In this ordered pair, A is the x coordinate and B is the y coordinate. So, a real part is called x coordinate, imaginary part is called y coordinate. So, C is equal to set of all the set complex number set C is equal to set of all ordered pairs A comma B such that A and B are real numbers. Let now take some examples. Z is equal to 8 plus 5y. Real Z in this complex number, what is real Z? Real part is 8 and 5 is the imaginary part. So, real Z is equal to 8 and imaginary Z is equal to 5. Similarly, if the complex number Z is equal to 3 minus 7i, real Z is equal to 3 and imaginary Z equal to minus 7. Thank you. This is about introduction to complex numbers.